So now I'm going to give you 6 tips for making your advertising message more powerful. Number 1, know your competition. To effectively sell to the bride, you have to know your competition. And for many of you, your competition is not another company, it's inaction. If you're a wedding planner, your biggest competitor is not the other wedding planners, it's, I don't need a wedding planner. If you're a hair and makeup artist, your biggest competitor is not the other hair and makeup artist, it's, I do my own hair and makeup every day. Why do I need to pay somebody to do it for my wedding? If you provide lighting and decor services, your biggest competitor is not the other lighting and decor companies. Your biggest competitor is, my reception venue looks just fine. Why do I need to spend money on lighting and decor? The only thing you really need for a wedding is 2 people who want to get married and an officiant to do it. That's it. Everything else is discretionary. For a lot of you, the first step in the selling process is to convince the bride that she needs what you sell. Only then can you begin the process of convincing her to buy it from you. Something as simple as a before and after picture can be the first step in that process. Number 2, sell with emotion. A wedding is one of life's most emotional times, but sadly, most wedding advertising is completely lacking in emotion. A DJ is not selling speakers and lights. Everybody has that. A DJ is selling fun. Is there anything in this picture that looks like fun? Show the bride what she is really buying, which is people dancing, having a great time. That's what you're selling. That's what she's buying. Reception venues typically show pictures of a boring, empty room. Show the bride what she is really buying, a room full of people who are smiling, eating, drinking, dancing, and truly enjoying the day. And by all means, get rid of your menu. Everybody has menus. Do you wonder why the first question most brides ask is, how much is it? It's because we reward this behavior every time we hand out our menu. An array of pricing and packages that is completely devoid of emotion. Number 3, make it easy for the bride to reach you. It is amazing how many wedding professionals make it so difficult to be contacted by the bride. Your contact information should be on every page of your website and on every page of your marketing materials. And this includes your email address, your phone number, and your cell phone number. If the only way that a bride can reach you is through that dreaded online contact form, you are missing the opportunity to get that comfort level with the bride. She is not comfortable with knowing that the only way she can get a hold of you is by filling out that phone. It sends a message that you don't want to be bothered except on your own terms. Make it easy for the bride to contact you, and you're going to give her that comfort level that she's not getting from everybody else. Many wedding professionals have an out-of-town phone number. That is a really, really bad idea. Even more, have nothing on their website that specifies their service area. The bride really has no idea if you are local or not. And worse yet, Google has no idea if you are local or not, and that is hurting your search engine rankings and ultimately costing you business. Number 4, find out why brides are buying from you. You might think that there are a dozen reasons why your company is great, but I promise you that only 2 or 3 of them really matter to your customers. Once you can figure out what those are, those reasons that are important to the people that buy from you are also going to be important to the people you're trying to sell to. Ask your brides, ask every one of your customers, as soon as you made the sale, look, I know you were talking to some other people. I'm happy that you chose us. Can I just ask you, what was your top reason for choosing us over everyone else you could have booked? 2 or 3 reasons are going to rise to the top. You're going to start hearing the same answers over and over. Figure out what those reasons are and then make those reasons the focus of your advertising. Don't list the dozen things you think are important. Just focus on those 2 or 3 hot buttons, the things that you've learned through your research that is causing people to buy. Once you learn what those things are, your advertising message can be cleaner, simpler, and much more effective. Make it your goal to use as little advertising copy as you can. I suggest that you start by deleting 50% of the text from your ads, your website, and your marketing materials. Your website and your marketing materials exist only as a means of enticing the bride to connect with you. Do not provide too much information up front. Leave some questions unanswered, and you will give the bride a reason to connect with you. Number 5, use fear as a motivator. With every decision she makes, the bride is thinking, is this decision going to ruin my wedding? What if my dress doesn't fit? What if my flowers are wilted? What if the pictures are blurry? Show the bride what could go wrong and how that won't happen if she chooses you. Wedding planners, how about using this advertising message? Half of the wedding vendors in this town are awesome, and half of them are mediocre. Book me, and I'll show you which is which. A little edgy, and nobody's going to do that. But it certainly beats the boring message that most wedding planners have is, we'll help you create the wedding of your dreams. Now here's an ad from a wedding planner that went way out of the box, but you know what? It worked really, really well because it captured the essence of what she is selling. This ad stood out in a sea of boring marketing messages. And you know what? The magazine said, we're not running that ad again. We got complaints. Not from readers, from other advertisers who are pissed that they didn't come up with that idea first. And number 6, never ever stop. The great thing about the wedding business is that you have a brand new pool of prospective customers each and every year. The bad thing about the wedding business is that you have a brand new pool of prospective customers each and every year. If you are selling to weddings, you can never, ever, ever stop marketing because every week people get engaged and move in, people get married and move out. It's a constantly changing target audience. You have to continually create awareness in the eyes of the newly engaged couple. It does not matter what you did last year. Your success in the months ahead is going to be completely dictated by the marketing that you are doing now. And don't be afraid to raise your prices to fund better marketing. You will never, ever regret that decision.